All right, I want to make a quick video, hopefully, so I can go back to sleep. Um, Man, I feel horrible. It hurts to swallow. It hurts to fucking breathe. Give me a second. I'm gonna read what we got to go over real quick, and we're gonna go over it. So, first thing is no more Amazon items. We're done with that. No more Amazon items. Period. What we want to do from now on, we're gonna go to Google. Damn, bro. Never be sick. It's just not worth it. So what we want to do is no Amazon. Alright, so I wrote this shit out. I hope you can read, because I don't want to talk about all this stuff, but I'm going to try to. Let's see if we can not cry while I'm doing it, because I think I might. Because my throat hurts so bad. Alright, so with listing criteria moving forward, no more Amazon items. I want to make that red or something. No more Amazon items. That's big. No more Amazon items. We're done with them. Because they're causing us too much problems. Just don't list from Amazon, and don't get sellers who are from Amazon. And then also, make a little side note. We can knock this back down. How Zeek filter. So with this, basically what I'm trying to get at is on Zeek, if you find an item with competition of like 40 or 80, 90, 100, chances are that's an Amazon item. Now you can still do some research on it, you can still find it and whatnot, but chances are it's a wasted item. Or I mean, it's going to be a waste of time. Now you can absolutely be my guest. Please search for things with, if they got high competition, fine. Like a lot of times you'll find actually the sellers don't have very high competition. Like this guy, not very high competition. So now what we also want is a minimum $3 after promotion per sale. So what that means is every sale I want to be making at least $3. Now DS Genie and DSM Tool, and even Yabel actually, I think will have tools for you to be able to look over that. So that's big. And then there's no more minimum price range just because Amazon items are gone. But what this means is that I want to sort of draw a line, if I could connect this to right here, because basically another way, actually, chances are for prices under $35, it's an Amazon item. And it's not going to be free. And it's not going to be free shipping on whatever other site you find it on. So it would be, like, it's good to generally go above 35. I actually search 50, but I'm just saying if you can find items that meet this criteria and there's $3 profit after promotion per sale, hey, go ahead and do it. But obviously you make more money when this is above. All right. So I already touched on this a little bit. This note right here. We're only looking at profit and sales history. So what that means is, if I'm searching this seller, I go down here. I'm probably not going to click on that item. This one I want to see. So we'll click on it. Out of stock. If it's out of stock, I don't even usually look at it. This one looks like it's an Amazon item. Oh, not anymore. That picture does. I don't like how the picture is completely different. So I'm not going to do that. That we've already seen. Alright, I'm not going to list this or anything, but I'm just going to use this as an example. Now, when you see a lot of these, be careful of the price. Make sure the price is good, and make sure that the item has sold. This is what I'm talking about. We want to look at the sales history right here. So it's at $69 is where this item sold. So if I'm going to list this, I want the price to be below 69, not below 68. We want to undercut the 69. Now, also what we want to do is we always want to run the title just to look at the price. Man. Just to look at the price of what people are listing that item at. And what that's going to do for us is give us a general ballpark of where we can list the item at price-wise, and then we're going to promote it to take care of all the rest of that. So click here. It looks like we got 4 competition or something. 3 competition, yeah. One of these is already my store right there, but you can see this is where we listed at $65.99, and I did this with one of my VAs. We actually undercut everybody else, even though we don't have to. In this case, we could actually, all we want to undercut is this price, but remember, it's not 68 because we clicked on this. We clicked on this item. Their price was really 66 almost all the time. They just changed it to 68. Also, what we want to always check is if this sold in the last week. Now, if the item that you pulled up didn't sell in the last week, what you want to do is the same thing on Zeek. You want to search it on Zeek, and you want to search that title right here. You want to click this button, you want to search the title, and let's say something else popped up. Let's use a different this is a different example. Let's say we were looking for the Magic Chef Compact, whatever that is. There's only one. All right. All right, cool. Let's say we were looking for this, the 12-foot tripod tree stand, whatever. What we're looking for is, because that tripod tree stand or whatever, it only has 2 sales. But what we're going to find from it is that, well, first the listings ended, but it actually has 7 sold, and it did not sell in the last week. So what that tells us is, well, there's a demand for this product, but it hasn't sold in the last week. So we want to make sure that it has sold in the last week, because if it hasn't, then there's probably not a current demand. It's probably more of like a seasonal item. And seasonal items are fine in ways, but I don't want to get into, I don't want to only list them. But let's say this guy Bold 5, because this is not the seller we found originally. That's what I really want to point out. This seller that we found, that we're searching on, this is their name, right? We went down, clicked on their item. Their item actually ended, but we searched their title, and we actually found somebody else who has the same item listed, and this one has 3 sales. Well, let's say this had 8 sales. Well, even though the item that we originally pulled up only had 2 sales in the last month, because where is it? Even if it only had 2 sales in the last month for this guy, well, for the other guy, if we imagine that it had like 8 sales, well, we would click on this and we would start listing from there. And we would take this title, or we would take the URL, we'd go to DS Genie, hit add item, and we start listing it. One thing I did want to add real quick is with DS Genie, sometimes there are errors when you're listing. What you want to do with that is always, there's going to be like there's going to be a couple blue buttons right here. And what you're always going to want to do is hit edit. If there's some sort of red text up here, trust me, you want to hit edit, and then you want to scroll down to the bottom, and you want to hit add to eBay. That's it. And if you're having issues with DS Genie, just let me know, and I'll probably I can hop on a call with you or something, and we can get that figured out real quick. But I just want to show you, like, I want you guys doing a little bit more research when you're searching for items, and then at the same time, I want to show you what I went through to get this item listed up. All right, and this is what I mean by do more research. First, if you see this and it's 3 parts, like there's 1, 2, 3, and it says 3-piece, there's a good chance that item might be being purchased in 3 separate places, or not necessarily 3 separate places, but 3 separate transactions inside of whatever source you're getting from, or whatever source this guy is getting it from. So we will search this title. I mean, we'll search the description, but we have to keep in mind what we want is the item that this person is selling, not the picture, not the description. We want the actual end item. We want the exact same thing that this person is shipping out. And so we know that they're shipping out 3 pieces, and it's coming in 3 boxes, which is weird, unless they're getting this item in 3 transactions. So I could tell you, or click around and do all this stuff. Don't worry about the first things up here. You always want to look at the first thing that pops up. Chances are, or the first or the second thing that pops up, because chances are that's going to be it. And this is the bottom part of that item. So we know we have one part of it, right? This item, we have that one. So that's where we're starting. And we see it's $59. We'll continue to let this load, but what we need to realize is, okay, well, we found one part of it. We got to keep on finding the other 2. And then when we add it all up, then we can see, okay, this is what we need to do. Now, here's another thing that I did with that listing. I'm not going to show you everything that I went through to find this, unless it loads, and actually it did. So because this item right here, that box looks a lot like that box right there, I'm going to click on it. I'm going to see what happens. But I'm going to open it in a separate tab so I can keep this one open too. So open a new tab. And then I will continue looking on top of here to see if I can find that other little box, and boom, right there. And notice how they all start with 22-inch. So we know they're all the same size. That's big too. And actually, I need to go back. Don't get sick, man. It's just a waste of time. So here's where I listed that item. Now what I did with the link is I did something really smart. Now I'll show you that in a second. Alright, so this stuff at the top popped up again. Click over here. Look for it. It's not there. It's not there. Oop. Found something. What the fuck? Why? This is a waste of time, bro. Anyway, we have all the links. Now I would have opened this in another tab. What we would have also done is we would have added up the prices. This one is $39. This one's 29, and the other one was 59. That all adds up to $127. Home Depot is a tax-free account that I have, at least. If you were one of the VAs that's filling orders, ask me about the Home Depot account if you don't already have it. Anyway, it added up to $127, and it was a good price to list at. So we were like, all right, cool, we're gonna list it. Now, what I did with the link, instead of putting one of these links in here for the source link, I actually made a Google Doc. So I went over here, new Google Doc. You saw me do that in the beginning of the video. And then what I did is I put all the links right here. Now what I did is I hit share, copy link to clipboard, done. And then in here, where it asked me for source supplier URL, that's what I put the Google Sheet. And now when I click on it, this is what comes up, and then I'll click on these links. And it takes me right to the items that are listed. So that's how to list bulk items all in one. Now, a lot of items, I mean, you guys have been doing this already. You're not going to have to do this much research on most of the items, but I want you to see that that research is going to do a lot more for you, because who else is doing that? And how many competitors does he have on that listing? And like, look at this listing. If I can find it, yeah, 55 sold. If we had 55 sold and he makes $5 on each one of these, he's going crazy. That's what we want to do. Now, we'll go back to the notes right here. So that's what I mean by do a little bit more research. If you do a little bit more research also, like when the item comes up, I want to see if I can find the item we did yesterday. The first link might not be the source price, or I mean the source that it's coming from. So what we want to do is we want to do a little bit more research, and we want to find where is this item coming from all the time. Don't always just settle for Amazon. If the first thing that pops up is Amazon, nah, man, don't fall for it. Now this one's pretty easy. The first thing that comes up is Sportsman Guide, and that's actually the product. But if the first link came up as Amazon, this one was Walmart. Like, you want to click on all the popular ones, and like, this is power poetry. So, I mean, what does this item have to do with poetry, right? So we're not going to click on that. All game submissions. Games Done Quick, I don't know. Books, no. Market Watch, nope. Market Watch, nope. I Will Teach You, nope. You Did What, nope. Wait, what does it say? All right, maybe you want to search this title. I'm just kidding, but but basically you want to search through all the links so that you can find either the cheapest price, or a lot of times the first thing that pops up is Amazon, just because it's a bigger website, but the cheaper item is on Walmart. So that's big. Always do a little bit more research. So that's done. Look deeper through search results always to find the most. That's what I was really talking about right there, right here. That's what I was just talking about. Promotion strategy, I will show you what this promotion strategy looks like. But first, I realized we didn't talk about the sellers. Or is it somewhere? Oh, it's right there. All right, cool. So promotion strategy, we want to go over this. We want to multiply the eBay price by 0.881, and I'll show you what I mean by this. So I'll also show you the RockShop account. All right. So we want to no, we're worried about the promotion strategy. So with promoting items, I'll show you what promotion looks like. Good promotion looks like. So I'll show you this item, and I will show you this item. And these are the kind of views that we want to be getting on items. This is my RockShop 11 account. I'll show you the sales and stuff later. But these are all the listings that I have. And actually, I got to change these quantities because the quantities run out. And also, let me tell you, if your items sell through DS Genie, you have to go back to the eBay thing, and you got to refill these quantities. The only way to refill the quantities easiest is to do this, and then go to edit, and then you can like redo the quantities if you want to do bulk items. Because all three of these are 0, but actually this one's going to stay at 0. But these are the kind of views you want to be getting. Now, also I want to show you what happens when something is not promoted. Look, this one has 53 views. This one is promoted. It has 1,000 views in the last 26 days. This one is promoted, 800 views. This one is promoted, 1,400 views. This one is just bad. It's just not a good item. And that'll happen. I listed 15 items. Some of the items weren't good. Some of them were great. But this one wasn't promoted, 53. Now this one was promoted. I don't know what to tell you. Like sometimes some items aren't going to be perfect. But look, the promotion definitely does make a difference. This one's 30, this one's 400. 400, 100, 126, 216, 151. This one's 30 because it's not promoted. So that's what the difference in promotion is going to do for us with these listings. It's going to give us just so much more of a competitive advantage. We're going to get so many more views, but we have to do the promotion correctly. And here's how we do the promotion. So first we're going to have to do some math. So let's say my throat's starting to feel better because I took some pills and I'm so happy. Yeah, it's starting to feel better, but I don't think that means it feels good. Anyway, this item is not promoted. And let me show you the reason why. Avantco. So now we'll go here, we'll look at view listings. I gotta log into the right account. Always click edit if there's a problem. Now, not on this page, but it's gonna look like this. There's gonna be the blue bars. You wanna hit edit and always scroll down and hit add to eBay. If there's a problem, if there's an issue, if there's something with the, you'll know what I'm talking about if it happens. When you're listing an item and then it gives you an error or something at the top in red, or it just says, it doesn't say listed successfully, then you'll definitely know. And if you don't know, send me a screenshot and I'll tell you what you need to do. Don't start panicking, hitting edit unless there's a problem, unless you know there's a problem. Don't start clicking buttons when there's no need to. But here we go. This is from Restaurant. So this item is $80, right? And we listed it for $87. Wait a minute now. Alright. Also notice how all these have DSG. This one was uploaded through DSM tool. You can still use it. It's fine. But just notice how I put the custom label as DS Genie. And actually, let me show you real quick how to do that. You want to click on edit mode right there, and then you can start clicking and you can do whatever you want for the custom labels. And I'm not actually going to save that, but that's what you can do. And then you have to hit save over here for it to save. But this is the item, is $80, and I'm gonna do the math on the computer. No, I'm not. $80. We're gonna multiply that by 1.25. This is what the price should be on eBay. Don't be sick, I'm telling you guys. So I'm actually gonna edit this, and it's already here in this tab. We're gonna scroll down. We're gonna go to price. We're gonna go $100. Now we want to also, because we're changing the price, this is what we always want to do if we're changing the price. And the only reason you want to change the price is if you're seeing that, okay, this item is $80 and we have it listed at $87. That doesn't seem right. Then you want to do the math. You want to do that stuff, and then we will edit the price on it. So price is 100. But now we need to figure out what's our profit. What's our profit and all that stuff, so we can see if we want to promote this item or not. Because we want to promote every item until we do the math and we see that we can't promote the item and still make profit. So since we're changing the price, and the price has changed, we want to see what are other people listing it at, and some people have it at 87. That might be my store actually, but they still got it really low, which is odd. But all right, this guy got 98. That's the best seller. So we want to undercut that price, and so we will see. Because here's the thing, with sales right now, all I care about is that we get minimum $3 per sale. We want to eventually get it to above 10%, and we want most of our items to be above 10%. I don't want you to start listing a whole bunch of $100 items, $200 items with $3 profit. The reason being is because tax gets involved when we're starting to ship those items, and then when it's a $200 item, tax is going to be like $15, $17, $18, $20. Obviously, you can see how a $3 profit is not going to cover a $20 tax. So if we get a tax, it's over with. Unless it's on Walmart or something like that, or Walmart or Home Depot. But this item, let's do the math on the profit that we get. So we want to undercut the price by we want to put the price at 97. So right here, we'll go 96.97. Now, we want to do the math on that. 96.97 times 0.881. Just like in here, multiply eBay price by 0.881. Then, subtract from source price. So the source price is $80. Now, before we do anything, now also that number 96, where is it? 96.97. When we multiply by 0.881, this is the number we get. 85.4. Now we want to we want to subtract the source price and the potential taxes. So the potential taxes for this item, how we get the taxes are, we take the source price and we multiply it by 0.07. So we go 80 times 0.07 equals 5.6. So essentially, this item is going to cost us $80 plus tax. It's going to be 5.6. So it's going to be $85.6. So let me put this tax. And this is something I want to get on a call with you guys and make sure you all understand it, just because it's sort of weird. I'm trying to break it down step by step so it's easy to follow, but at the same time it might be difficult, or it might just be weird, because you might have been taught math a different way. You might have a better way of doing it. I don't know. That's why I want to talk with you guys so we can figure out, all right, all I really care about is that we promote the item at the right price. All that really matters. But we want to calculate the tax by multiplying the source price by 0.07. Then actually cool. So what happens is we get 85.6 as what the cost of the item is for us. Now, if we list it at $96, actually, do we make any money? Well, what's the no, we don't actually, because it's 96.97 times 0.881. That gives us 85.4, if you remember. If we multiply 85.6 from that, we're losing money. So first, we're definitely not going to promote it. And second, we're not even going to list this item anymore because of the price structure and all that. We're just going to delete the item. I don't need an item that's losing us money. That's just dumb. So we're going to go right here, and item. And now, if that number, we'll have another example, but I'll show you an example of what we want to actually promote the items at. All right. So here's our second example, the ladder. 18-inch ladder. This is from Sportsman Guide. Now also, I want you to know I have the Sportsman Guide's membership. Now if you're one of the VAs that fulfills orders, let me know if you don't have this login. But anyway, I mean, look, the Buyers Club is going to be cheaper. So this is the price that we're using because that's the price that we're actually going to pay. So $72 is the source price, right? Now we need to find the profit. So we're going to go to the eBay item. We're going to go 99 times 0.881 because that's what we do. The eBay item times 0.881. We get 87.219, 87.22. So then we subtract the source price, including tax. So the tax, remember, we got 87.22. That's our profit after the eBay and PayPal fees. That's what it really tells us. But now we want to subtract the cost it will cost us to pay for this item, and then we'll get our actual profit dollar amount. So we go 72 because it's 71.99. I just do 72. It's easier. And then we multiply that by 0.07. And then we add 72 back to it. And now what that gives us is this is the price with tax included, 77.04. So now we know that's the price, and we subtract 82. Wait a minute. We know it costs 77.04. It's easier to do math on paper. I'll let you know that much. But I think it was 82.22. I don't know for sure. That's why we're going to do it again. 99.97 times 0.881. 99.97 times 0.881. 88.07, which is odd because I didn't get that at first. Whatever. 88.07 sounds a lot better because that makes more sense. Anyway, we go 88.07 minus the number that we just got right here, which was 77.04. And what I want you to do is rewind this video, and if you didn't do this while I was going along with you, or if you didn't do this along with me, rewind this and do this yourself. Get the math all straightened out in your head. And if you got questions, let me know. I'll try to make a slower video for it. But I'm just trying to get this video over with so I can go to sleep because I need it. But anyway, what we get is the profit is $11, and the item is selling at 100. So we know basically we want to make a minimum of $3 profit on the item. What that means we can sell the item for. I mean, and the profit that we get is $11. So if we want to make a minimum of 3, and we have $11, that means we can actually take $8 off of that and use that toward promotion. So if we get $8 off of this and we use it toward promotion, let's see what I promoted this item at, because that would be very interesting. But I would want this item to be at $8 in promotions. I want to be spending $8 in promotion to get this item more traction, more sales. Because I'm not even going to explain how it works because I don't want to talk that much, but it's definitely helpful. Now, also, if it's a Webstaurant item and you see that Webstaurant says, okay, if you buy 2 or more of these, you get $5 discount, do that also on the eBay website so that it encourages buyers to buy more, because more is more. Some people say less is more. I think that's stupid because more is more. Anyway, we wanted to promote this at $8. We're at 7.19. That's still a good promotion, but we don't want to leave money on the table. We don't want to lose out on a sale. So we're going to go a little bit below $8 at 7.99, because if we went I don't even know if we could do that. Yeah, we can only go 0.1. And if we did, that's more than $8. We don't want to do that. We want to get a minimum of $3 per $3 profit per item, and this is where that's what it is. Anyway, this is what we want to promote that item at. We want to update. Boom, that item's promoted, and that's what we want to do for the promotion strategy. Now, we want to do that with every item. We want to do that math. We want to figure out what is the profit that we're making, and then we want to figure out, all right, if we're making $20 profit, we want to make a minimum of $3 profit on this item. We want to always factor in tax. If you don't factor in tax, then it screws everything up. But if you do factor in tax, then we can say, all right, well, we want $3 profit minimum on this sale. Now, I prefer to be like $5, $10, right? Whatever. But if we get $3 per sale, that's still awesome because we're promoting the item really strongly, and it's going to be getting a lot of sales for us. What'll end up happening is the item won't even need to be promoted anymore over time because it'll take over the eBay search engine. That's what we were talking about before, because if it has 57 sales in the last month, nobody else is going to be able to beat your price. I mean, not your price, but nobody else is going to beat you on the search rankings because your item has so many sales already. It's just going to pop up first. It might be higher price, but other people are going to see, all right, this sold 55 times. I trust this buyer or this seller more than everybody else because they're selling this like clockwork. That's how the psychology and all that stuff works, with having a higher price but still making more sales. That's what we want to do with these items. We want to take over the search engine. Anyway, we want to get on to the next thing because I want to get out of here. So in this seller list, right, always, always, always tag the sellers. Wherever you're getting these sellers from, tag them, because now we don't know where these sellers are coming from. If they were Amazon sellers, right, like these people, then we don't know. And we don't want to use Amazon sellers for the obvious reason that we're not listing for Amazon anymore. So definitely always tag where we're getting these darn sources from. So always put the sources in the first little column. Second one, put the sales history. This has no sales one, no sales one, no sales one. If it has no sales all the time, what we're going to start doing is we're actually going to start going back through these items, because we'll see how the last search date on the bottom, I've had a couple of, or one VA, I think, start going back through these. We want to always have these tags, and we want to have these no sale. Now, if you have no sales too, I don't know if you read what this says. Start skipping sellers if there are no sales too. If it's the second time when we've seen that we've run that seller and we've got 0 sales to, or 0 items to list back on our store, if that's the second time, we're done. We're going to put skip seller and we're going to put no sales to, and we're going to move on. What that means is Whatever the tags were before, if it was Kmart seller, all this other stuff, nope, now it's skip. It's skip, and we put no sales to. We delete every other sales history tag, all the other tags. The reason we want to do that is because now if we ever added these sellers again, like here, and I went down over here, and I listed this, and I put the seller back in the list, right? What that's going to do, hold up, bam, it's red, because it's already on the list. And now we don't have to worry about adding a seller that we already searched and we already said no, we don't want to look at them anymore. So if it's red, what we do is we click right here, delete row, done, gone. So that's what we want to do with the sellers now. Always put the tags of where they're getting their items from, and also put the average price and put no sales if that's the case. If it's no sales to, delete everything, put no sales to, put skip seller. That seller is done. Always put the profit margin too. And with profit margin, you can actually use you can do low profit margins or too low, whatever. We want to be able to describe the sellers so that before we even click on them, we already know what we're dealing with. But that's it for that note. Now, always make sure items arrive within 10 days. If there's a Walmart item, for example, and it's a third-party seller, not coming from Walmart, as long as the item is arriving within 10 days, it's cool. Now, since it's the holidays right now, if it arrives within 14 days, that's cool with me. Now, that's only for the holidays. Once the holidays are over, it better be arriving within 10 days. Otherwise, we need to get rid of that listing. So, that's it for that. I'm going to share this link with you as well so that you have the notes for what I'm trying to go over with y'all. But also, I want to show you what my account looks like, and I want to start setting up some sales goals for you guys so that we can get you some commission. We can say, all right, if you sell $5,000 in January, you're going to get $50 in your pocket in a bonus payment. Wow, I'm just stupid. I'm clicking all over the place. Not going to where the sales are. I want to show you the sales on this look at that, on this account. This is the account where I listed for, I think it was like 3 or 4 hours. And oh, hey, never mind. We're already at our limit there. I listed for like a good 2 or 3 hours, 3-4 hours, maybe, I don't know. But I listed for 1 day. These are all the sales I made in the last 31 days. You already saw how many listings I have. I'm not trying to deceive you or anything. I really did have 16 listings, not 14. I had 16. I will be honest. I deleted 2 listings, but that's all I've ever had. And you already know I couldn't have had more listings because you just saw I'm at my limit for this account. But these are all the listings I have. I want to show you the time left. It's 4 days, 4 days, 4 days, 4 days, and 6 days. There's 2 items that I did list on a different day. I don't know why. But, oh, actually 3. But, yeah, that's what it is. I listed these still less than a month ago, 26 days ago. And within 26 days, I've gotten more than $5,000 in total sales with 14, 16, whatever, listings. That's what I want you guys to start doing. Now, I know it's 100% possible. I don't want you guys getting scared like, oh no, you really expect me to do that? I don't expect you to do that unless I gave you all of the tools necessary to get you to that level. Now, there's certain things that I can't necessarily explain unless I see you guys listing and doing something wrong, where I can point you in the right direction. I can start like I can have you change just a little subtle thing with a listing that it's something I'm not even going to remember right now that I do. But when I watch you guys list and I see what I would do versus what you guys are doing, then it's like, okay, something clicks in my head and I'm like, all right, this is what you need to do when you're listing. And it's going to make a big difference. We're going to start seeing sales like this. Now, I did the math. If we were to have we have 15 listings in the store, essentially. That's what we really did have for the bulk of this month. And I want to show you the sales too. I want to show you what items sold because you might not believe me. This item sold 27 times. That's what I'm talking about. We're taking over the search ranking, right? Same thing with this guy. 27 times in a month, bro. That's crazy. But yeah, these are all the items that I listed. These are 18 different items that sold, but pre-seasoned. Oh, okay. What happened was I I had my account shut down for like half a second. Like they eBay shut it down because I had to like call them to do something. That's why the same item shows up twice. The Zenith 6-inch, Zenith 6-inch. This is the same item, but one is in the unsold column and one is in the active column because of how that worked. Because eBay canceled all my listings for a second. But this is what I expect you guys to be doing. And not expect you guys to be doing in terms of like, oh, if you don't do it, you're fired. But this is what I expect you guys to be doing in terms of it's completely possible. It's completely possible. It's completely realistic because I've done this twice now. I don't know if you remember my other store, but I had like 16, 18 listings on that. I also had 4,500 sales in a month from listing after one day. I just listed for one day, which is crazy. So this is what I expect you guys to be able to start doing after we get a couple of more calls in, after I get a couple more videos up, and after I work with you guys one-on-one to get your listing, the way that you guys list, a little bit more refined. But I did the math on this, and if I was to have 100 items listed, I would actually have $30,000 in sales with 100 items listed. I have one account where, well, we had Amazon items in there, but I had one account with Amazon items in there. It had 2,000 listings, and I think it got like $10,000 in sales. This is the numbers that we can expect to start doing if we are very smart with our promotions, with where we're getting the sources from. We want to get it from Sportsman Guide, Webster, Kmart, Walmart, but no more Amazon, Home Depot even as well. But we don't want to do Amazon. Amazon is a waste of time. It does not get us very much profit, and it causes us problems. Our stores, a couple of stores, I think all three of them actually, have fallen below standard. My store obviously hasn't, and I like having lesser items in the store because there's less problems to deal with. There's less messages that I'm getting, and there's more money coming in terms of profit. This is the kind of store anatomy that I expect to have, and this is what I want to have above standard rankings and everything. Now I understand that the above standard or below standard stores, that was mostly my fault because I was dealing with all of those stores, handling all the orders, and also trying to I was trying to do too much essentially. I need some help, and I got to realize that. But this is a realistic goal for us moving forward. We can expect to do these kind of numbers. And with, I mean, if I did it with 15 listings after listing for a day, imagine if you guys were listing for a whole month. We could probably triple that number easy. And tripling that numbers that would be higher than what we've already done in any of our stores. So that's what we can really realistically expect. And I'm excited for it. So I hope you guys are as well, and I hope you guys understand, like, I'm not gonna want to do these calls with you unless it's gonna be very, very helpful. I feel like you're a little bit scared to get on a call with me, and I mean, I completely realize that. Like, I completely understand why I didn't like doing that stuff with my bosses and stuff too, when I had to. So it's completely understandable, but realize I'm the most chill dude. I'm gonna try. I want you to be successful. I want you to make more money for me so I can give you more money. I've already given one of my VAs a raise, and I want to give all you guys a raise, but you got to earn it first. And we got to get on these calls. When we can get on these calls and we can start really going back and forth, and I can see exactly how you're listing and just point different, just tweak just little things. It's gonna make a huge difference. I'm already telling you. So just trust me with that. Just do the work. You're gonna get paid more. You're gonna see more success. It's just gonna be better in every way possible. So I'm excited, and I hope you are as well. Now I'm gonna share this with all you guys, and I'm gonna get off of here and go to sleep, get healthy, because that's probably the most important thing in life. If you're not healthy, life's not gonna continue too long. So yeah, let me share this with all you, and that's it for today. Peace.